yeah, this is just going to be a short video. It's just for my YouTube channel page, Stevie's random videos on YouTube. So I've not uploaded any videos for a long time, so I'm just going to make this a quick one. Just going to explain about some things that's occurring me when I'm out and about in town. Because like I've been into town quite a few times now. So when I went into town for the first time with my care worker, I was in town for an hour, and then just basically I just walked around the shops and just bought some stuff and things like that, and then I just managed to buy some other things like food and regular things. So yeah, so first time when I went back into town, I felt alright. And then I've been into town twice last week. I went into town on Wednesday last week with my care worker again, because he took me into town and he just took me around the shops and just looking at random things. Because it's usually a lot of people walking around town during the day. It's like a lot of people just out and about, and then people were out and about around town during the day. They're usually doing the shopping, or people just meeting up with other people and then just go for something to eat or whatever. But I mean, I don't like it in town. It's because it's a busy centre in Sheffield, and I do like going there from time to time. Because I know that I can't keep going to town all the time, but I do like going there every now and then. But it's just like, because every time I keep walking around the city centre of town in Sheffield, I have to stay with my friends. So yeah. But every time I'm like wandering around in town, I have to be aware of where I'm going, or I have to try and stick to my friends, and I have to try and avoid other people in particular. But I mean, it's like something's bothering me, because like when I'm in town, I keep seeing my ex-girlfriend. But I mean, because me and her are not together anymore since she split up with me last year. But I mean, she lives in a basic flat, which is a few minutes away from town, and when I used to be with her last year, she used to like she used to take me out to the shops during the day, and she used to take me to the shops during the evening. But since then, me and her have had like ups and downs in the past from last year. And then she ended the relationship with me in September last year. So the past several months, I've been single, which is not good. But yeah, going back to the topic of me talking about town, I was in town with my care worker last Wednesday, and there were a lot of people around town on that day. And I didn't see my ex-girlfriend in town last Wednesday because obviously me and my care worker were just in town for an hour, something like that, and then I had to head back to the animal centre, and then straight from there, that's when I came straight home. But then I went back, and then 2 days after that, I went back into town again on Friday. And then I met up with my mates, and then as we were strolling around town, because we went into this shop called CX, which is a game shop in town, and as I was in the game shop, I was with my mates. Obviously, I was with Jack and Jordan, and then as soon as I got into that shop, after a few seconds, I like looking outside of the shop, and I'm just like looking at the streets to see how busy the streets were around town, and then as I looked across the road on the opposite side of the road in town, near where HMV and McDonald's is, I think I saw my ex-girlfriend, and they call her Emma. So, and obviously she was on the opposite side of the road, and I think she was walking somewhere else, but I think she spotted me in CX. But I thought she was going to come over and start a fight with me or something, or I thought she was going to shout at me or something, or I thought she was going to come across and start an argument with me, or I thought she was going to talk to me about something. But obviously, because me and her are not together anymore, so if she did see me in that shop, obviously she must have been a bit. Obviously she must have been scared because she saw me in that shop, so that's why she kind of walked off. And then a few seconds after that, as I came out of the same shop, I looked down the road and I saw the same lady again. And I could tell it was my ex. Because like my ex, because when you split up with your girlfriend, you have to say ex. You have to say your ex-girlfriend. So yeah, because she lives in a flat, you see. So and she usually goes around looking on the shops during the day, and sometimes she pops up to the shops in town during the evening. So yeah, going back to the same story from what I was talking about, as I came out the CX shop, I looked down the road and I saw the same lady again. So, and yeah, and then as I looked down the road when I saw the same lady again, she kind of looked to me from a few distance, and then I looked at her, and then after a few seconds I just turned my back around, and then I just carried on walking up a different way. So, but I mean, yeah, this lady I saw in town last week, she looked familiar, and she had a pink coat on, and she wears glasses, and then at the same time she had a face mask on. So, but yeah, if it was my ex-girlfriend Emma who lives near town, then obviously it could have been her, it could have been a different lady, but I just couldn't work out who she was, because I just couldn't work out who she was, because she had a face mask on, but she usually wears a pink coat, and she wears dodgy clothes. So yeah, it could have been Emma, you see. It could have been her, which is my ex-girlfriend. But I mean, she was on the opposite side of the road, so, and if she did see me in that shop last week, then obviously she must have just spotted me for a quick few seconds, and then she walked off. So that's what happened when I was in town last week. And then I had the weekend off, and then after the weekend, I've been back into town again on Monday, which was yesterday. I did say I'm going to make this a short video, but I'll just make this in a few more minutes before I head off back to bed. So yeah, I went back in town again on Monday afternoon. I met up with my mate Jack Tallinger, and yeah, so I met up with him, and me and him went into town. We sat on these benches quite close by to where quite close by to where, what do you call it now? Near the water fountains. And yeah, because in town you've got like the Crucible and you've got the Winter Gardens and then yeah, Peace Gardens. That's it. That's the name I'm thinking of. Peace Gardens. Yeah, you've got the Crucible, the Winter Gardens, and the water fountains. And where the water fountains are, that's the name of the place in town. It's called Peace Gardens. And then quite close by to near there, there's some like local pubs and restaurants where you can just sit around and eat your food and things like that. So yeah, and then me and Jack would just sit on these benches. And then as me and Jack were just sat on these benches, Jack was doing his own thing, and I was just munching on some food, and then I was just like looking around and looking at what other people were doing, and then I think after 10 minutes, I saw this lady walking down the road, and I think she was making her way down to the bottom of the moor, and she had the same clothes on from what she wore last week, and she had a pink coat on, and she had white trousers on. So obviously that could be an Emma, and so yeah, I don't know where she was going, but I think she was walking down to the bottom of the moor. And then me and Jack bumped into a mate of ours who's called Stephen Webber. I've known him a long time. So yeah, me and Jack bumped into him, and then this mate of mine who I've known for a long time. He's got the same name as me. He's called Stephen Webber. He told me that he saw Emma in town, and he said that Emma was just walking through town, and she was walking down to bottom of the moon, and she had the pink coat on, and she had a face mask on, and she was wearing like pajama white trousers. And then from what my mate told me, he said I think she was just walking down to the bottom of the moon, and so and if she was walking down to the bottom of the moon, she might have been doing some shopping, but I'm not sure. And then while I was with Jack around town today, me and him actually walked onto Queen Street, which is where Emma's flat is, and me and Jack just started hanging around there for an hour or so. And then as me and Jack were doing our own things on Queen Street, which is near where Emma's flat is, me and Jack were just doing our own things, and we're just doing YouTube videos. And then, like, just a few distance away, I saw the same lady again with the pink coat on and white trousers, so obviously that could be an Emma. But because she's not friends with me and Jack anymore, if Emma did see me and Jack on that road, on Queen Street Road, if Emma saw me and Jack on that road today in town, because the name of the road where Emma's flat is, it is actually called Queen Street. So if Emma did see me and Jack on the end of that road in town, if Emma wasn't happy that she saw me and Jack on that road, then I don't think she didn't want to see us, or I didn't think she didn't want to talk to us, so obviously she must have just turned around, and then she must have just headed off to another direction, so she must have walked off somewhere else. And then me and Jack just stayed on Queen Street for a little bit longer, and then as time moved on, me and Jack didn't see mate's girlfriend Emma, so obviously she must have just wandered off somewhere else. And then, like I said, as time moved on, me and Jack just had a wander down to Queen Street, and me and him walked past Emma's flat on the opposite side of the road, and we just headed back down to the bottom of the road, and then me and Jack just went for me and Jack had a stroll straight back into town, and then as me and him walked back up to near where the cathedral church is, I just said to Jack, I said to him, should we ever never walk back onto Fargate before we finish in town? And then me and him walked it back to Fargate, and that's when we bumped into my mate again, Stephen Webber, and me and Jack just had a quick general chat with Stephen Webber, because he was doing his own thing in town as well. So yeah, me and Jack just had a general chit chat with Stephen Webber for a short while, and then as soon as we'd finished talking to him, me and Jack decided to get some food from the Sainsbury's shop. Well, Jack just got a drink, I think, and I just got some food myself from the Sainsbury's shop. And then as soon as I came out of the Sainsbury's shop, Jack got on his tram and he went home, and I caught the tram myself from the Cathedral Church, and I got on my tram and made it back to Millerwood. And then as soon as I got back to Millerwood, I jumped on SL1 bus and came straight home. So yeah, so that's my story so far. So yeah, next time I go into town, I'm going to have to be very careful of where I'm going, because I really don't want to bump into my ex-girlfriend Emma, because I'm a bit frightened and scared in case she shouts at me, or she might shout at my friends, or she might start shouting on the streets, and I really don't want to doing that, because I really don't want to get myself into trouble. But I mean, if she starts shouting at us on the streets, I shall start shouting back at her. But like I said, I've just got to be on the safe side, and just hopefully I don't get myself into trouble. But if I just stick with my friends in town, then I should be fine. And if I do keep seeing my ex-girlfriend around town, then I've just got to try and avoid her and just try and ignore her the best I can, and just try not to take any notice of her. And if I just stick to my friends around town, then hopefully, cross fingers, I should be fine. But yeah, so that's what's happening in town so far while I've been out and about. So yeah, I'm just going to make these another 3 more minutes, and then I shall say goodnight. And then hopefully I'll try and do some more YouTube videos in the near future. So yeah, I'm trying to keep myself busy by doing TikTok videos, and then hopefully, like I said, in the near future, I'll try and keep myself up to date on these YouTube videos as well. So yeah, because Monday's already finished now, so by later on today it'll be Tuesday. So because in my own head I keep thinking to myself, I want to go back out into town again and just go out into town on my own, but no, I don't like being on my own, you see. So I'm thinking, like, just having a day off tomorrow. Later on today, I might have a day for something and just have a rest or something, and then I'll probably go back into town on Wednesday. And then I'm going to meet up with Jack at some point again on Thursday, and then me and him are going to plan on going out into town again and doing our own things. Yeah, and hopefully we'll just go from there and just see what happens, really. So yeah. So yeah, watch this space, everyone, and hopefully I'll try and keep you updated on what's happening around town in the near future, and I'll try and everything what's happening around town during the next few days. I'll keep you guys updated on what's happening, and yeah, and I'll keep you all posted. Yeah, because after when I've been in town at the end of the day, I just want to talk about it and just to let everyone know what's been going off around town and everything. So yeah, I'll keep everyone updated on my YouTube videos, and I'll keep everyone posted on what's going on from time to time. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say for now. So yeah. So yeah, I'm going to end this video now, and hopefully I'll be back. I got my words mixed up then. Hopefully I'll be back on my YouTube videos very soon, and see you all soon. Take care and stay safe, and See you real soon. Right, I'm going now then. Thanks for watching, and stay safe. Good night, everyone, and sleep well. Well, hopefully, I'm trying to get some sleep myself, because I'm really tired, because I've not been sleeping very well. So yeah, I'm going to try and get some good night's sleep the best I can. So yeah, good night, everyone, and sleep well, and yeah, see you guys in the near future on YouTube. Peace out, and thanks for watching.